From Creamer Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. Our top stories this week. A South African company is making a splash internationally with its boom system to protect ports and ships. We speak to a CSIR scientist about the threat acid mine drainage poses to heritage sites. And Pampers opens its new nappy manufacturing plant. Local company Cochrane Steel Products has developed a floating barrier system which has already won local and international contracts. Keith Campbell reports.
Floating barriers, or booms, are not new. However, Cochrane's new system, which the company recently demonstrated in Benoni by having a remote control boat simulating a suicide attack driven into it at high speed, is singular because of its ability to handle extreme open water conditions. I asked company commercial director Doug Cochrane to describe how their boom is made.
Look, the barrier itself is manufactured from a polypropylene solution, well, the plastic component. It is then filled with a closed cell non-porous internals, and it's now in fact supplied in two separate systems to prevent any possibility of taking on water at a later date. It has a form of spikes which are an optional extra which bolt onto the system. These can be made in a variety of different coatings, either a galvanized coating, a powder coated system, or alternatively you can go for a full-on stainless steel. We recommend 316L as the maximum lifetime out of any steel we have for marine conditions. The size of craft we really designed this for is a 3-ton vessel, and that's traveling at about 90 kilometers per hour or 50 knots, and it's designed and it has been proved to stop a vessel of that magnitude. We can operate it for bigger vessels, and it's something which is easily done. We've just looked at it closely, and speaking to the various militaries have also taken an interest in protecting their ports and other areas. This is the craft they're concerned about. Something less than 3 tons travelling at a high speed. They feel this is their biggest concern.
With the rainy season for 2010 on its way, concerns regarding acid mine drainage are flaring up again. Untreated mine water will flow through the Krugersdorp Reserve, where it enters the southern portion of the cradle of humankind.
We have a very complex geology here. The dolomitic strata are important for the caves that are in them, and then associated with that the fossil sites in the cradle of humankind, World Heritage Site. We have different quality waters entering into that environment. A lot of the surface water that flows into that dolomitic environment infiltrates underground into the subsurface. The Tweeloopie-Spruit is the main receiving drainage of both treated and raw mine water, and as such it offers a conduit for that water across the surface into the dolomitic aquifer to the north. The effects and the impacts on the aquatic ecosystems within the Tweeloopie-Spruit are severe. When the mine is able to deal with the quantities of water that it's obligated to treat, then we see success in the sense that pHs are near neutral. Within a couple of weeks or a month or two after the commencement of rains, and the heavier the rains, the sooner we might find ourselves back in the position that we were earlier this year, when a lot of uncontrolled raw mine water was also entering into the environment. It's a brief reprieve that we are in at the moment. We have to meet the challenge of the next wet season, then something has to be done immediately.
After 15 years of providing nappies to South African babies, Procter & Gamble opened its nappy manufacturing plant in Gauteng at the end of October. Marianne O'Donnell was there.
P&G has opened its first manufacturing facility in South Africa, celebrating 15 years of the Pampers brand in the country. The 350 million rand Greenfields plant, located in Kempton Park in Johannesburg, received investment incentives for its development from the Department of Trade and Industry. DTI Deputy General Tadiso Matona says that the P&G investment plant will contribute to job creation in the area and shows significant benefits to the local economy.
The opening of your plant today demonstrates your commitment to South Africa and your contribution to growing our economy. We as government, and in particular the Department of Trade and Industry, are delighted to be part of this event and to witness your investment in a world-class manufacturing plant. A process in which we supported you in line with our mandate of promoting industrial development and investment. Pampers has served mothers and babies for the past 15 years in South Africa, and your continuous innovation, investment in people and in communities are factors that set you apart and make you a successful brand, not only in South Africa but all over the world.
That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insight into South Africa's real economy.